First, watch this TV ad. Does it ring any bells for you?
Floor?
7th, please.
What's happening? Lift. Needs a bit of work.
I thought the building was falling down. Who's that?
Just people in the other lift.
What?
Yes, well, you know, we send them down food and stuff.
Don't you think you should tell the landlord?
I am the landlord.
Need better space? Call Redefine Properties. We're not landlords, we're people.
Well, it should ring some bells because that ad started life as a radio ad. Chris Marrington of CharlieBravo is the creative genius behind it. Chris, hi there.
Hello, Andy.
For 40 years in South Africa we've had commercial television, and I would say that for most of those 40 years television has been seen as the flagship medium and is normally the one that launches a campaign, and then, depending on budgets, other iterations, other media follow. This was the other way around. Tell us about how we got to television for Redefine Properties.
Originally, television wasn't part of the launch proposal. They were a completely unadvertised brand, completely unknown in the market except by a small group of investors. So the idea then was to get them maximum awareness as quickly as possible. Ideally, television would have been the right medium, but as is often the way, the money wasn't there. So we did what I think was the next best thing and launched on radio and in print and a fairly extensive outdoor coverage as well. And it so happens that I firmly believe that radio is a visual medium, and I think it always has been. Even if you go back to Orson Welles and his War of the Worlds and having people running in panic down the streets in America, because people could understand, they could visualize, they could see what they thought was happening. And so I've always approached radio in the same way that I've approached television, and that is that it's a visual medium.
So that's really interesting because we hear widely used phrases like theatre of the mind, which is the same thing for radio. But what we have here is a series of radio commercials that you made first, which I think have great production values and really do build that picture.
Yeah.
And then a year or so down the line, I'm turning on my television, and what do I see but exactly what I had envisaged from the radio spots
Absolutely.
on television. Yeah.
Lifts here.
Floor?
6, please.
There you go.
Oh, what's happening?
Oh, lift. Needs a bit of work.
I thought the building was falling down.
The big question for you and for your client and for the marketplace is, did it work commercially?
Well, of course I want to say yes, and but the honest answer is that the TV commercial so far has run for too short a time to make any kind of definite statement in that regard. But we did some research at the end of last year that shows it's been phenomenally successful. The level of awareness and the, if you like, the business-to-business equivalent of intention to purchase or intention to try is very much improved.
Well, one of the things we always look for in advertising is people who can turn concepts and insights on its head. Here you've done it with a media strategy that you turn on its head by bringing in television after radio. I think it's a really exciting development, and I expect and hope that campaign, the television component of it, will indeed be successful. So
Keep watching.
thanks, Chris. That's Chris Marrington from CharlieBravo, and we look forward to the next work for Redefine in that series. But now.